Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to another episode of F1 Manager Challenge Mode, the series where we deliberately make things harder by adding in a load of additional rules and regulations that we have to adhere to. Those are in the video description down below, so if you do want to see what those are and our progress against those, then feel free to check those out at any time. Tonight we are heading to Spain for the Barcelona Grand Prix. It's round 6 of our second season, and we're kind of in the mix. We're there or thereabouts, you know, in terms of knocking on the door of reasonable points finishes. It is a little bit trickier this season because only the top 8 places are paying out points this year, but we are, as I say, we're right on that verge of being able to challenge for points on a consistent basis. We do have a big upgrade package due in a couple of races time for round 8 at Baku. Can't wait for that. There's going to be a new rear wing, a new underfloor, and a new side pods, I think, as well. Was it side pods? Let's have a look. Yes, new side pods. All of those are a couple of weeks away, as you can see, so 3 weeks away. So we should have those, they should hopefully make a nice big improvement to the performance of our car. If you do hear some background noise, I've got a new housemate moving some stuff in right now, so you might hear a little bit of shouting and banging in the background. Apologies for that, can't really do anything about it, but hopefully it won't be too much of an issue. Right, we need to set our performance targets for this weekend. Let's have a look. The incentive is to get 2 in the top 14. We'll easily do that. We're going to get both cars into Q2, and based on evidence of last time, I don't think we're going to make Q3. I think we're just going to fall short, so we'll hold off on that one. Finish position 1 in the top 14. We'll easily manage that. We're not going to be able to get fastest lap. Just don't have enough pace for that. Max and his Red Bull are just on another league, on another level at the moment. Quali streak, let's go. Both cars in the top 12. Let's make that top 14 just to be a bit more cautious. But we'll do that for 5 races. And that's our target set for this Grand Prix. So let's head off to Barcelona.
Formula One has cranked up the heat over Barcelona. The first Grand Prix held here was won by Nigel Mansell after a wheel-to-wheel battle with Ayrton Senna. But who will follow in his footsteps this weekend? Long straights and medium-speed turns dominate here, but there's something else to watch out for at Barcelona. The air currents are strong and unpredictable, and they'll be giving aerodynamic components a real run for their money this weekend. We might still be early in the season, but that doesn't mean we can sit back and relax. Everything is up for grabs, and nothing is certain at this stage. The competition is on.
Good evening, Anas, Farah, Dirty Trucker, good to see you guys. We have perfect weather for the race this weekend. As you can see, a little cloudy today, clear skies for quali, clear skies for the race. So weather's not going to be an issue. And given how unpredictable our drivers can be in changeable conditions, that's probably a good thing. We are going to go 19 laps for our first run. And as always, we're going to try and do 2 runs in the first session. Let's have a look at the sliders, try and figure out which setup I need to apply to the car. Okay, so we need a higher front wing on this car. So let's go with a 914 on this one. So that'll be a 6.4, a 3.45, and a 1. And there we go, that's that car. Preliminary setup. Let's have a look at this one. This one could be a bit more conservative on the front wing, but not too much more. I'm going to go very different on this one. I'm going to go 7.5, 14.5. I'm going to go 9.1, on the roll bar. And then I'm going to go with a 3 and a 0.20. So a very different setup. And let's see which one of these is closest to the mark.
Radio check. Radio check. Green light, green light.
It doesn't matter if you're only here for an hour, Trocker. It's nice just to have you in the chat. And you get to see all the practice and the quali, so you can go straight into the race when you watch the replay.
Sounds like there's been a crash.
Okay, so a spin for Vettel and a crash for Ocon. Busy start to the session. Once again, just having a quick scroll through the names. I'm not seeing any rookies.
Sounds like we've had a spin.
No one's running a reserve driver. Now Magnussen's up to his usual activities. Alright, first setup feedback is in. 95. That's good. That's a good solid start. Ooh, 65 for Felipe. That is not good. That is pretty terrible. We'll let him finish his run just so he can get some more track knowledge, and then we'll change that at the end of his run. So, what do we need to change? Ooh, a lot. So we need a 14.5 on the rear wing. So let's try switching that to... Ooh, what do we switch that to? Let's go to an 8.2. So we want an 8.5, a 14.5, an 8.2. Let's go with a 3.2 and a 0.7. How does that look? That's not too far off. Let's make another adjustment. Let's go 3.1 and 0.5. That looks a little bit better. Let me try doing that. Let's go to a 0.55. And let's see how that shakes out. Right, so we need a little tweak on the front, which will affect the rear. So let's go up to an 8 on the front wing. Cornering's good. Is that going to be enough of a change? I'm just wary of overdoing it with my traction. Alright, let's go to an 8. Let's keep that there. Let's make that little adjustment and hope that that's good. We'll find out, I suppose, in a moment. Oh yeah, I see what you've done there, Trucker. I've made that mistake before as well, where you spend all your money and then the next season starts and you can't afford to do any more research once you paid for your sponsorships and your engines. Yeah, it happens. Am I going to mute myself without realising? Just talk to myself? Possibly. Yeah, it happens. Hasn't happened for a little while, but it does still happen occasionally.
We've just had a car run wide.
Okay, bit of a wait for the feedback on this one. Mercedes look to have had a little bit more progress than the Ferraris at this circuit. Again, it's all kind of subjective. We are seeing a difference in tyre compounds up and down the board, and obviously there's going to be different fuel loads, and some cars may be running different specs, some may have better engines than others. Well, we'll see. We are going to be throwing in new race engines for this Grand Prix, so we should have a bit of an improvement in our pace.
How does it feel?
86% is a definite improvement on the rather rubbish 60-something that we had. What was it, 64%? What about Vesti's car? Did we get that one right? No change. Yeah. So something's improved and something has got worse. Alright, not the most useful of sessions. We got a good start with Vesti and then failed to make any real big progress. And while we made some progress with Felipe, we did also take a step, not make as big a step as I would like. Let's try that one little change. See if that's good enough. Let's take a look at Felipe's car. Okay, so we need to bring the cornering in a bit, so that's got to come this way. That will have a minor effect on our camber. Don't know if that's going to go the right way or not. Front wing still needs to change. I don't know which way it needs to go. I'm going to guess it needs to go that way. Let's try that. No, that's not enough of a change. We're at 86%. We need something a bit more substantive. So let's give that a try. That's a little bit more substantial.
The checkered flag is now out.
Who's your new reserve driver? Alright, session 2. Let's go medium tyres on this one. Let's see. 19 laps normally, so we're going to go with 26 laps. That should be enough. Oh, Felipe, you've hired Drogovic. Okay. Yeah, he's a good driver. Doesn't need a huge amount of work to get his pace stats up quite nice. But his adaptability is awful, so he will really struggle in the in the wet races. As we found out when we went to Imola, and he was massively off the pace. Felipe is... It can't be Felipe Drugovich then. Because Felipe is older than 17. I think he's like 20 as his starting age. And if he was 17, you shouldn't be able to hire him. We can only hire people who are 18 and have completed at least 2 seasons in F3 or F2 or combination of both. It definitely won't be Felipe Drugovich then, because he's the, at the time of this game, at day 1 in season 1, he's the reigning F2 champion. So, yeah, it's not Felipe Drugovich. 92%, we've gone backwards on Vesti's car. That isn't great. We have made an improvement with Felipe's car. So hopefully this will give us some useful information and point us in the right direction as to where we do need to make those changes. Going to extend their stints by a couple of laps, I think. There we go, that's enough. Right, okay. We've gone the wrong way with traction. Is that going to be a 9-1 after all? Or is it going to be a 7-3? We went from a 6-4 to an 8-2. And as we've pulled it in, I think we've actually got worse. So I'm going to go with a 9-1. And see what happens on that one. I wonder if we're going to end up with the setup that we tried putting on Freddie's car. Got the front wing set up right, the rear wing set up right. It's the roll bar, the camber and the toe that we need to tweak. And I think that little change is probably all I need to do. So let's just go ahead and confirm that. What about this one? Braking stability needs to go this way. That is going to affect my front wing. So I might have to click the front wing up a touch more. Let me try that and see how that works. We might have to do 2 runs in the final session if I can't quite figure out Freddy's car, which is looking like it might actually be the case. Oh, I sent them back out. I don't normally do that. Oh, well. Never mind. We may as well let them get a little bit of a head start on their run for the final session. Not too worried about putting extra wear on the engines because we're swapping both out both the engines and the gearboxes for this race. And if it helps make FP3 a little bit easier, I'm all for that. Alright, let's have a quick look at the little bit of progress we made. Okay, so the bottom half of the car is good. It's just down to the top half. We'll find out. We need to go 22 laps on a set of softs. And what about this one? Oh. Okay, so we sorted out the roll bar. That's good. So hopefully, and the camber's good as well. So hopefully the toe's going to be fine as well. Nothing else should have been changed. So again, we'll go 22 laps, and that should be enough. Evening, Anthony.
Ready to check?
Ready to check.
It should be green now.
Okay, so our predicted run is going to go just past the half-hour mark, which is what we wanted. So your new car is not good. That's a shame.
Doing any more?
We're at 97%, so it just needs a little tweak. Let's call Vesti in so we can try and get that to 100. And we're at 96. We need to call Felipe in as well. So these cars are proving a little tricky to get set up. Right, which way do I need to go? It's got to be that way, because if I go that way, it's going to push the camber out of the window completely. So we do that and dial that back a touch with a click of toe as well. Let's confirm that change. You qualified 3rd and 5th in your new race, and you're saying that the car's rubbish. What, were you expecting a 1-2? Are you expecting to just walk the start of the season? I'm going to guess yes. Right, let's dial that back a touch. And which way do I need to go with this? Oh, that is the question. Actually, no, it's not that I need to dial back, is it? I'm going to go that way. No, so you did expect a 1-2. Fair enough. Red Bulls are 6 tenths ahead. Yeah, the Red Bull always, comes out with a very strong car at the start of the season. Hell, even the season in even in season 3 of Williams, they were strong at the start. Well, man, good to see you. Right, I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this will be 100 on both cars now. Oh, you're spamming the underfloor, you dirty cheese bag. Right, looks like we're going to get feedback on Vesti first.
Who's running wide there?
99. That's close enough. We can fix that little 1%. We're at 100 on our track knowledge as well, so we can call them in. Come on, Felipe. 94. I've gone the wrong way. Ugh. This is so frustrating. Okay, so which way do I go now? I'm not going to mess with that. 99's close enough. However, I do need to mess with this one. And that has to go to about there. That's going to break that, so I need to pull that back in and then go back like that. Yeah. Let's go with that. And I've got to send Felipe back out, unfortunately. I think. Yeah. The setup wasn't good enough. Actually, I'm not going to get time to run him anyway, so screw it. We'll just have to chance it in quali. See what happens. Cost you 10 million to break Gasly's contract. Well, what you could have done was you could have just renegotiated a 1-year deal with Gasly, and then sacked him for pennies on the dollar in comparison to a 10 million contract break fee. Sorry to kind of point that out after the fact, but this is something I have gone over in the past. Right, we are prepped and ready in terms of our cars. We just need to swap over the parts. So, brand new engines going in. And brand new gearboxes going in as well. There we go. So let's see how well we can do here in Barcelona with some brand new parts.
Radio check.
Uh, 118.2. Oh, very close to Science's pace. Science's pace. Very close indeed. They will still be running their older engines. So it's definitely a little bit of extra pace, a little bit of extra power, but still not as far up the field as I would have hoped we'd be. Oh, someone's made a mistake. It's a Red Bull. Which one is it? Oh, it's Perez. He's out.
They crashed out! Let's take a look at the replay. So let's look at this. There's Sergio Perez. Oh, a nasty crash there.
So Perez is out. He's going to go through into Q2 and then take no further
The team
part.
are really disappointed with that.
There's one less car to worry about.
We've just had a spin.
Let's go with some scrubs for our first run. There we go. Yeah, I'm guessing some teams have actually brought some updates for this Grand Prix. Even with a new engine and new gearbox. We just don't quite have enough pace to really be as high as I was hoping we would be. So it just shows how much we desperately need that upgrade package. We're going to get through this race and Monaco before we can get that. And let's prep some brand new tyres. There we go, both our drivers are out in clean air at the head of the train. So if there are any more accidents from other drivers, we saw at the end of the session, obviously Perez retiring and Ocon had a spin as well. If any of those incidents are going to happen, they're going to happen behind us and not affect us. So we should comfortably get both cars into Q2, sorry, into Q3. Alright, improvement for Freddie in the first sector. Felipe is about to cross the first sector timing. No improvement for him. Oh, and it's a lockup for Freddie, and is that him out?
We can take a look now.
That's
So
a
this
carbon
was the
copy of
Aston
what
Martin.
happened to Perez.
Thank goodness nobody else was involved.
Is he out?
That's going to be a big blow to the team.
No,
Will they
he's
be
still
able to
going.
recover? We'll see.
Let's get him out of the way of Felipe. There we go. Hey, he might hold up the Ferrari here. No improvement from Felipe, although not surprising he didn't improve in the middle sector.
Relay. Copy that.
No improvement for Drugovic. Okay. A little disappointing. But we do get both cars through. Right. How bad was the damage? Glad I made those extra suspensions now. Oh, we haven't actually damaged the suspension. We have damaged a chassis though, so we don't have a spare. So we might have to emergency manufacture one if it gets damaged in this quali session. Front wing, I've got 4 of those. Rear wing's fine. Side pods are fine. Underfloor, fine. I've only got 3 of those, but that's all I need. Did anything take a big knock? I don't think. Oh yeah, we took a little bit of a hit on the engine and the gearbox. As you can see, we lost 5% wear on both of those from that crash. It's not great, but it's not the end of the world.
Radio check. Radio check.
Alright, I want to keep both of those tyres, those new sets of tyres available for the race. So, we are going to just do one run at the end of the session on scrubs. See where we end up. I didn't think we'd actually make the top 10 with either car at the start of the session, but obviously I forgot that we put new parts in. So just having both cars here in Q3 is a bonus. So if I start 9th and 10th, I'll be happy with that. Because we'll have brand new tyres for both soft tyre stints that we're going to do. Ooh, excuse me. This game was actually on sale a week or 2 ago, so it'll be probably another month till it comes up on sale again. Alright, currently P9, P10, yet to set a time. See what can we do. Ninth for Freddie. Drogovic might be able to sneak ahead of Gasly. And he gets ahead of Bottas as well. Very nice. Just a thousandth of a second off Alonso there. So if we were running with brand new tyres, we would have actually started 6th. And 6th and at least 9th, maybe 8th. There's a ton of DLC on sale for City Skylines. Yeah, all the ones that I want, I've got. The ones that I do want, I have aren't on sale. I've actually got most of the DLCs. I've been picking them up here and there when they've been on sale. And in bundles as well.
Tension continues to build here as race day begins.
There was some good work from Aston Martin during the qualifying session, and they will go to the grid full of confidence. Alpine demonstrated a lot of grit during qualifying here, and will be hoping that the hard work pays off when it comes to the race. And the sun is shining bright here today. This is perfect weather for teams and drivers alike to show us what they're capable of.
Well, Formula One is back in Barcelona, and the teams have got their work cut out for them.
Okay. So, strategy time. We're going to go with strategy B. A soft, medium, soft strategy. So let's see if we can just maximize that slightly. That looks to be pretty much maximized. I am going to take some fuel out of the car. I'm also going to start a bit more aggressive off the line. Alright, let's go racing.
It's bright and sunny as the drivers line up on the grid. Taking a look at the Aston Martin. They might not be in the top 3 spots, but things could change fast once the race gets underway. There's the second Aston Martin. With a top 10 position on the grid, this race could really go either way for them. The teams are ready to go. This is it. It's the Spanish Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Alright, so I'm hoping that we can out-drag a couple of cars off the line here, I think. Yeah, there's a few cars on mediums in front of us. So Vesti's up past Gasly. Next up is Bottas. Drogovic stuck behind Sainz at the moment. He's going to try and go around the outside here.
Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
Can't quite make it. He's on the power now with the with the ERS deployment. Side by side, we have the inside for this next corner. Someone locked up. Who locked up? That's one of the Haas guys, it's Magnussen. As we're going 3 wide.
That's it.
Oh, we're getting boxed in. We got boxed in behind Alonso there.
Great play there. They've moved up a place.
Keep doing what you're doing.
got the inside for the final corner. There we go, we finally get past Sainz. Vesti is all over the back of Sainz now. Both our drivers looking for an overtake. I don't think Vesti's going to get it on the Ferrari, and we're not going to get it on Alonso either. Going to go one more lap like this. Take it easy, trucker. Okay, it looks again like we're going to try and go around the outside here. Couldn't make that move. You can see Freddie making a move past the Ferrari in the background.
It's good, come on.
And he's got him. Felipe all over the back of Alonso. And he's going up the inside here into turn 10.
Nicely done.
Freddie's all over the back of Alonso now. And that's it for battery. We're pretty much out.
DRS is enabled. DRS is enabled.
Let's calm those tyres down now.
Drop back a bit.
That was a very good start.
Copy.
Very good start indeed. So those starting on softs will be 2-stopping with us. Those starting on hards are probably going to 1-stop, although they might possibly go soft, medium, hard. Sorry, hard, medium, soft. Those who are starting on the mediums will either be doing a medium hard or a medium, medium, soft. We'll just have to kind of wait and see on that one. Felipe is all over the back of Leclerc right now. Kind of wish I had some more battery. Keep on attacking. Once again, Verstappen is just off into the distance. Let's spend a lap trying to get some battery in the car. If we can get a double points finish again here, I'll be very, very happy with that. It will certainly justify putting in those new engines. And Russell has finally got past his teammate with those soft tyres. Now he's going to see if he can attack and try and close down Verstappen before his softs go off. And Russell sets a new fastest lap. Although Perez is making his way through the field, he's up to 12th now. Alright, I think pace is going to start picking up now that we've got Russell leading this little train, so I need to be careful. I'm going to take both cars out of charge mode for the rest of the lap. Vesti's on the verge of being dropped if he's not careful. But we've made good use of our soft tyres so far. Felipe gaining one position up to 5th. No, gaining 2 places up to 5th. And Freddie gaining 3 places up to 7th. Alright, we're getting close to being able to drop Alonso, which will help Freddie. So let's see if we can push with Felipe. We go back into charge with Freddie for a lap.
Yeah, copy.
Have a run at the Ferrari here. Oh, side by side. We've got the inside through turn 3.
Good job.
And there we go, we complete the move.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
Freddie now under pressure. I think he just missed out on the DRS there. Yes, he did. Which means we're going to have to start pushing through this section.
You can use energy. Use energy. You can use energy.
Yeah, copy.
Alright, we got back into DRS there, I think. Yes, we did. And we got a good run. We've broken the gap to sights. We closed up, but we didn't get enough of a run to get close enough for a lunge. So we'll stay in neutral. I want to charge Felipe up, but I don't want to start backing up Leclerc into Alonso. I want Alonso to be isolated if at all possible here, so that Freddie can make an easy pass. And that Ferrari's just not handling the middle part of the lap very well compared to the Alpine here.
So use energy if you need it.
Okay, copy.
Alright, here we go with a run. Nice, easy pass, I hope. Oh, that Alpine's fast in a straight line. Look at that. Actually holds us off. A little bit of battery use. Get us back up the inside. Still side by side. And now we finally get the move done, and we've got to stay on the battery because we need to make sure we get within a second of Leclerc.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
There we go, into neutral. So moving up, 4th and 6th now. We know just from pure quali pace that we don't have the same speed as the Mercedes, so we can't try and push our way into the leads of them, you know, into second place, because we'll just be slower doing that than sitting behind them. So we're just going to stay tucked up for a while. Try and recharge those batteries. Make sure we don't lose the DRS. And then maybe if we're in this kind of position in the closing stages of the race, maybe we can have a push and try and go for the podium. I know I said I've got to be careful not to lose the DRS, and that's exactly what we have done. A little squirt of battery coming out the last corner might correct that.
Used energy.
Okay.
I don't think we did. No, we didn't, but we are close enough to try and get a distant tow. And we can just about hang on that way. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit harder than I thought to recharge Freddie's car. We're going to have to be a bit more tactical with our battery management here. See, Perez is all the way up to 8th now. Wow, he's really fighting his way through the field. He's on softs as well. And he's on new softs. He's going to have plenty of new softs. Because he went out in Q1. Well, he crashed out in Q1, so he only used 1 or 2 sets of tyres. So he's definitely going to be a real problem for us in the later stages of the race, because when we're going to have a tyre advantage over the rest of the field with our second set of softs, we're not going to have that advantage over Perez, and given how fast that Red Bull is, he's going to just blitz past us. So it's looking like Perez is a shoe-in for second at the moment, for him to have caught up that far that quickly. That little bit of recharging there was not so much about getting some battery or saving some battery for Felipe, more about backing Leclerc up into Vesti so that Vesti didn't have to deploy, just to make sure he stayed safe. And it worked. It gained him about 2/10. Perez up to 7th. He's absolutely flying through the field right now. He's going to be all over, well, he is all over Vesti. I'm not even going to try and fight that. I'm just going to stay and recharge, let Perez go through. We're going to drop off the back of the queue if we try and fight. So we'll just let him go for the overtake and then let Perez pull us back onto Leclerc again. Well, having said that, he hasn't made the move yet. Mind you, most of the cars that he's worked his way past have been on medium tyres. I think this might be the first soft runner, apart from, you know, since the slower cars that he's had to fight past. Let's make it easy for him. Just got to be careful I don't get caught by Alonso here. And there we go. As I say, as much as I would have liked to have kept position, no point fighting that Red Bull. It's just too fast. Better to let it through and then stay with it as long as we can. Wary of getting dropped here.
Energy.
Yeah, copy.
Oh, Felipe's at risk as well. Do I manage to rescue it for Felipe? I don't know. No, I didn't. So once again, we've had to burn some battery. And same with Freddie. Freddie didn't get the DRS either. Our tyres are starting to go off. So we're in not crisis management, but we're in damage limitation mode now, trying to stay with these guys, and I think Vesti just doesn't have any pace left. Unless I can use Felipe to back everyone up. Which is risky because Felipe can't afford to lose ground on the Mercedes in front. That's the best I can do. Hope that's enough.
Energy if you need it.
Yeah.
Did we get it this lap? Please say we did. No, we didn't. Again. Ugh. Yeah, we're about to lose the Mercedes. We've got nothing left to defend with.
just need to charge up.
Okay, copy.
As Perez finally gets past Leclerc. Somehow we've managed to kind of just about hang into the DRS range. Oh, and that's it. Yeah, now we're screwed. Although actually Perez gets through here, that's the best thing actually, because I think we would have dropped out, but with Perez just in front of us, we should be able to stay within a second of Perez through this final sector.
Red Bull moved up.
There we go. And this time we do get the DRS, but off of Perez. Right, when do we pit? Lap 22. Might bring them in a lap early. These tyres are really starting to fall away. Oh, someone's locked up. It is an AlphaTauri. It is Vettel.
Looks like there's been a lockup. Here's the replay. Now look at this. It was the
That's
AlphaTauri
turn 4,
driver.
not turn 3.
They've locked up. They won't have been happy about that.
He kept it out of the barrier, but it's dropped him to pretty much the back of the field. Yeah, Felipe's got no pace left. We can just about hold Leclerc back, but Perez just too quick. So Leclerc's probably going to get us here on the straight. Alonso sniffing around the back of Vesti. Let's start charging up Drogovic, which will allow me to also charge at Freddie. And this will allow us to sprint when we come out of the pits on brand new mediums and see if we can gain some ground on some of these other cars. You got good race pace. Yeah, that's usually the way. Red Bulls are always really, really strong in quali at the start of a season, but you know, if you've got good race pace, yeah, you can usually overcome them. And if you're clever with your quali strategies, you know, in terms of your tyre wear, then you can usually get the tyre advantage and outpace them that way as well. Right, we need to try and stay with Leclerc if we can for the next lap or two as we get ready to make our stops. So no more charging. We're almost fully charged as it is. And of course Leclerc is not close enough to get DRS off the back of Perez, which will make it easier to stay with him. Who knows, we might even overtake him again. Russell's going to be pitting soon. Perez might pit soon as well. I'm going to bring Freddie in first. In fact, I'm going to bring Freddie in at the end of this lap.
Copy.
Left box box.
Copy, copy.
And hopefully this will leave Alonso and Sainz stranded a little bit. I've lost the DRS to Leclerc. That's not ideal.
Into the pit.
Oh, Sainz is pitting as well.
Copy. So make sure you get your pit limiter as you come in the pit lane.
So Sainz gets a new set of mediums, as do we. We're probably going to get held up for Sainz here. Yes, we are. That was predictable. Where do we come out? Ahead of Schumacher, I hope. It's going to be tight. Oh, we just royally screwed over the Williams there.
Yeah.
Box.
Yeah, copy box.
Okay.
Use energy if you need.
Need to get past both of these cars as quick as I can, because I'm losing ground to the Ferrari again now.
Copy.
Drugovich, Russell, Perez, Albon and Norris all in the pits. And that's one of them out of the way as Schumacher dives in as well. Drugovich stayed ahead of Sainz, that's good, only just. And we do finally get past. We're 2 seconds off the back of Perez. I don't think I've got enough pace to catch him, but we'll give it a go.
Use energy.
Yeah, copy.
And we'll try and get Vesti to catch back up to Sainz. Whereas we had that extra pace over Sainz earlier when he was on mediums and we were on softs, now we're on the same compound of tyre. Might be a bit trickier to catch up to that Ferrari. We lost a fair bit of ground to Russell in the end as well. We're, what, 7 seconds off the back of him now? And I haven't really got any more battery to push with for Freddy, so he's kind of stuck where he is now. Let's see if I can drop sights. Perez being held by Russell, that's good. That gives me a chance. If I can lap faster as Verstappen comes into the pits. Is he going for hards? It's a little early if he's going for hards. He's got to be two-stopping. Yeah, another set of mediums. So, yeah, that is scary pace then for Verstappen. As Leclerc comes in as well, and Alonso. Have we done enough to get back in front of these guys? We drop sights. This could be a new fastest lap. Nope, Perez got it. There's Leclerc. We got out ahead of Leclerc. That is important. That's very important. And Alonso as well. Vesti gets him. Excellent stuff. So those couple of laps of using our battery definitely helped both our drivers out there. Vesti's going to be under immense pressure now. We are slowly eking up on Russell because Perez has already passed him and is well on his way to breaking free of him as well. Hamilton in the pits. And Hamilton is also two-stopping. He's going medium, medium, soft. Gasly into the pits. I'm guessing he's going to be going for a medium soft, medium soft as well. Where's Hamilton going to feed out? He's going to get out ahead of us, I think. He's going to feed out just alongside his teammate, just in front, right behind Perez, who's now being held by Ocon. We've got both the Ferraris all over us. And Vesti's got his hands full with Alonso. Not in the points at the moment, but Ocon's one stopping. And he's slow at the moment. So he will drop, and that will put Vesti back up to 8th. And Perez is through already. That didn't take him long. There we go, just see him sweeping through. We do have enough pace to keep Leclerc at bay at the moment, although this main straight might say otherwise. And Ocon's about to be passed by Hamilton, and maybe even Russell as well. Hamilton gets through. Russell does not. And Vesti has been passed by Alonso. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's charge up and stay with him.
We just need to charge up.
Alonso's got a little bit more pace than Vesti does, so if we can use that to try and pull us onto the back of the Ferraris. If Alonso's feeling frisky enough. Oh, yellow flag, sector 1. That's Magnussen in the gravel at turn 5.
Sounds like someone's locked up.
Not
Let's
turn
have a
4.
look. All eyes on Kevin Magnussen here. They've locked up, but that could have been much worse.
Oh god, he's in driving clear air. Oh, god damn it. How long's that been going on? No wonder he's been struggling to keep pace. Can't believe I forgot to turn that off. Yeah, when you actually sit in the slipstream and use it rather than pulling out of it every time, it's amazing how much faster you can go. We are under pressure from Leclerc. We have been closing in on Russell, who's still stuck behind Ocon. Let's just make sure we actually do get ahead of Leclerc. We might even get the DRS here. Yes, we do. Excellent stuff. That will help us. That will help us immensely. Let's just make sure Vesti doesn't lose DRS through here.
Yeah, copy.
I can't wait to race on the next iteration of this game where this pissy little chicane is gone and we get to use the original sort of sweeping right-hander. I hate that chicane. It's horrible. Oh well, did you look at that? We missed it, but we're looking to get ahead of Russell here. Let's go for it. If we can get ahead here, that will be very nice. Someone's gone off.
Still a lot to play for.
Couldn't hold the move. Haven't really got the battery to push. Verstappen's gone wide. It's not off.
Max Verstappen.
Just a little trip through the gravel there.
And there we can see them slide off.
And finally Russell's going to complete the move, but is Ocon going to get the DRS and then take that position straight back again? He is! Oh! Big sweep across the front of him there by Russell. That was very aggressive defending. And he pushes him way out wide. Vesti off the back of Alonso. Yeah, it's me not paying attention, but I needed to get some battery back in this car. Alright, Ocon's vulnerable. So are we a little bit. And Vesti is not closing the gap to Alonso, which is kind of what I expected. So we messed up a little bit there. And Ocon pits. which denies us the DRS, but we are still going to hold the position just. Okay, so we're 2.5 seconds off Russell. Have we got enough pace to close him down now that he's no longer in the slipstream of his teammate? We're having to drive a little defensively because of Leclerc, so that's going to hamper us slightly. Oh, we ran wide and we just completely crippled the cornering speed there, but we held up both the Ferraris. Alonso's now in that fight, and that might even let Freddie close up as well. Let's go harvest. Let's get these three behind us all scrapping with each other. See if we can back them into Vesti. Let's give Vesti a chance to catch up as well with a little squirt of battery.
You can use energy.
Yeah, copy.
Playing a risky game here. We might lose a position with Felipe, but he needs some battery, so... No, he's holding off. He's holding off Leclerc, and Leclerc's going to hold off Sainz, I think. Oh, Sainz might. No, he's repositioned. He's going to have a lunge. Alright, we'll stay tucked up behind Leclerc so we can get some charge. Just got to watch out for Sainz trying to sneak through as well. Vesti's just off the back of us. There he is. Again, just trying to back these guys up a little bit. Give Vesti every chance of getting into the DRS, which he has now managed. Excellent stuff. Right, hopefully I can stay with Leclerc. I think we just got dropped. That Ferrari very quick through that final corner. Here comes Sainz. Yeah, that's not good.
Let's focus.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place.
I'd love to keep pushing and fighting back, but again, I'm wary of the fact that I need to try and help out Freddie here. Freddie has no real battery at all at the moment. We need to get him charged up at least some. And so, hanging back a little bit and backing Alonso into him. It's the best way we can achieve that. Sainz hasn't quite got the DRS himself yet, so Sainz is potentially vulnerable. Mr. Water, how you doing? Someone's locked up. It says Sector 1, but I don't know if it is. I don't see anyone locked up.
Is that a lockup?
Oh, Joe on turn 3.
Look at the replay. Let's take another look.
It's turn 4.
There we have Joe. And this, yes, there, that's the...
What time do you call this? Hammer time. Alright, we're about halfway through the stint. Looking to pit around lap 46, 47.
We're not okay on fuel.
Copy.
Perez is actually catching Verstappen. Very slowly, little by little, but he is catching. I wonder, are we going to see a showdown between the two teammates in the closing stages of the race? That'd be interesting.
Okay, energy's good.
Copy.
Right, please tell me Vesti managed to sneak in. Ah, no he didn't. That's not good. I have to burn some battery.
So use energy if you need it.
Copy.
Did I just about sneak in there? It's going to be touch and go. Yes, we did just. Alright, it's time for us to start thinking about having another crack at getting past sites.
Use energy.
Copy.
See if we can get a good run and try and get back onto Leclerc again. Absolutely swoop past there.
Currently P6.
You can use energy. Use energy. You can use energy.
Copy.
Don't think I'm going to have the pace to drop sights, which is a bit of a shame. Who knows, might get lucky through this third sector. Not quite. New fastest lap for Felipe. Only just. Again, Perez still just eking away at that gap. Just chipping away. It's got it down to 4.3 seconds. We are slowly chipping away at Leclerc. And I think we've just about managed to drop sights. But we've all but killed our battery to do it. Okay, hopefully Alonso can now put sights under pressure, which will slow him down. I don't think Felipe's got enough pace to keep pushing onto the back of Leclerc. If he can stay clear of sights, I'll be happy with that. How you doing, Fractured? Long time no see. Oh, we've got a yellow flag in Sector 1.
Oh, big lock up there.
Schumacher doesn't help us. And yeah, we've got no pace for Freddie. Alonso's within DRS range and we're losing ground on Leclerc again. So, yeah, okay, let's just try and stay in 6th. It's got a little bit of safety margin battery. Someone spun. Don't know who it was. Let's see an obvious culprit. No, it's Albon. Here comes Alonso. He's going to get us. Alright, well, Alonso is easier for us to get back past than Sainz,
Focus.
I think. Or easier for us to stay with than Sainz.
Alpine just advanced.
Vesti's just falling further and further behind, so we'll just get him fully charged and ready for his next set of tyres. And again, I might bring him in a lap early. Oh, excuse me. We are getting close to our pit windows. 5 more laps to go until our scheduled stop. Perez now under 4 seconds. I wonder if Perez could actually win this race. Let's take a look. Is he running a better engine than Max? Max is on a 45% engine. Perez is on an 88. No wonder he's closing him down. So for Max to have that kind of pace on a knackered engine, that is scary.
We're not okay on fuel.
Copy.
Energy's good.
Yeah, copy.
Yeah, the weather stations in this game are a bit pants. Even fully upgraded, they are temperamental. Right, we are being hauled in by the 2 Alfa Romeos. We've got to be wary of that. I'm going to do one more lap with a charge. I hope I don't get caught in the process. We are almost fully charged with Felipe as well.
Got loads of energy.
Yeah, copy.
And this is the period of the race where we are going to have an advantage over the rest of the field except Perez. Because Perez is also going to have a brand new set of softs. Everyone else is going to be on scrubs. Tyres that we used in quali. The weather station, when it is fully upgraded, generally is better, but it can be a bit temperamental with that kind of weird weather bug that we have. I just lost the DRS to Alonso, I think. Yep, I did. I should be able to pull him back though. It's just whether I lose out to sights in sights in the process. I think that was Sainz that ran wide for that yellow flag.
Oh, did someone run
Oh no, it was
wide
Perez.
there? We can take a look now. We're just watching the Red Bull.
Oh, all that ground he made up. He's just lost a good second or two. Yeah, he's back now to 5.5 seconds behind. Sainz did get through, but that's okay. We're going to stop in a lap or so. We are fully charged on Vesti. Let's get him back on full pace again before Bottas gets on his ass. Alright, well, thanks for stopping in, Frankfurt. It's been a long time. Good to see you stop in. Hope to see you again soon. Alright, so let's bring Freddie in this lap. And then we'll bring Felipe in next lap.
Copy that.
Right. Is anyone else going to blink this lap? I think Sainz might. He does. Sainz blinks. Damn it.
So I'm
Right.
entering the pit now.
We've got to go for it if we want to try and overcut him here.
Energy if you need it.
Yep.
We do cause Sainz to be held ever so slightly as we're coming through, so that's worked out.
Just do what you can.
Go.
Perez pits. That's going to be a brand new set of softs, I'm sure of it. Russell pits as well. Everyone's going to be going soft now.
Yeah, take it easy.
Yep, copy.
Have we done enough to get back in front of Sainz, who is being held up at the moment by Ricardo? Vesti's closed him back by a second and a half. I think we might be able to jump Sainz again here. There go the tyres. There goes Ocon on his one stop. We're going to jump. We're going to jump Sainz. Yes. Beautiful. Right, we are going to go for the fastest lap. Again, it's just bragging rights. There's no point for it this season. But we are going to go for it at the end of this lap. Two reasons. I want to try and undercut some of the cars in front that are going to be stopping in the next lap or so. And also, I want to extend the gap to Sainz.
We think we can lean on the tyres more.
Yeah, copy.
So use energy.
Copy.
Alright, so Sainz just did a fastest lap of 1:21.0. Let's see what we can do with both of our drivers pushing. Verstappen pits.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
You see Perez there on a brand new set of softs. Everyone else who's going on to softs is going to be on used softs. Russell, Sainz, Verstappen when he comes out, Albon, Norris, all of those guys on used softs. Verstappen finally exits the pit lane, and there you can see his tyres at 90%. Actually in pretty good condition. Alonso and Leclerc are pitting. This is our chance, hopefully, for Felipe to jump them, especially if I can get this slipstream. I don't think I'm close enough to get the DRS. I'm out of battery. Didn't get the DRS. There's Leclerc. We've jumped Alonso. Can we get... no, we can't. But we're right on his tail. And Vesti has caught up to the back of Sainz. Hamilton boxing now for softs.
So back off.
Copy.
Perez is just 1.5 seconds off the back of his teammate. And yeah, he's blisteringly quick. 1:19.8. That's 0.2 faster than Vesti did, and Vesti was pushing hard. Perez was just driving. So we're not getting fastest lap. Gasly dives into the pits. Ocon's going to get swallowed up by Leclerc. Can we get him as well? I don't think so. I think we're a little bit too far back because we were charging up. Need to make this move quick.
Use energy.
Copy.
Doing a good job, keep pushing.
Okay, well we're not going to get Ocon straight away. We should hopefully get him here on this straight, but Leclerc is getting away. Hopefully we can use this DRS to get back through and get on him. As we complete that move, here comes Alonso and Sainz with Vesti in tow. Let's get Vesti some battery.
Copy.
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
So we're going to get at least one of our cars in the points, it would seem. The question is, can we get both in there? Ocon is going to get passed by Alonso, Sainz and Vesti. Those medium tyres just aren't going to have the pace to hold on. His one-stop's not going to work for him. If he can keep holding his teammate up like this, that's going to do us a massive favour. We are losing ground to Leclerc as we are having to drive defensively. I don't really have anything left battery-wise to push though, that's the problem. A little bit, not much, enough for a quick squirt here. And there goes Ocon into the pits. And now we're out of battery again. There we go. I don't think we're going to have the pace to catch Leclerc. And because we pushed our tyres, we're now negligible on our tyre advantage over Leclerc as well. We have got a big advantage over Sainz. So that'll help, because that is a quicker car than us. In fact, Sainz has just grabbed the DRS off the back of us. Vesti's been dropped.
Let's focus.
I need that battery to push at the end. Guarantee a position, so we're going to have to just sit behind Sainz here.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place.
Fuel's no longer an issue, which is good. Do need to be wary of Alonso, who's sniffing up the inside here. We'll hold the inside line here. That Williams is going to jerk itself out of the way in a really awkward spot. No, maybe not. There we go. It did hold up Sainz a little bit, but it also gave him DRS. Oh God, we're in driving clean air again. Oh, no wonder. No wonder we're losing some pace.
We've got loads of energy.
I don't even remember turning that on for Felipe. It's like trying to charge up and get some battery in the car. No wonder I'm struggling to do that and stay with him. Got to push Freddie to get back in range. I was paying so little attention to him, and he dropped way out of range. So we're fighting to try and get 6th and 8th. Freddie almost in range. I think he made it. Yes, he did. Just. But I had to kill his battery to do it. Not ideal. 11 laps to go. And I can't wait for that new underfloor and rear wing. That's going to make this car so much better. Someone spun. Is that someone in front of us? Please be someone in front of us. It's not. It's Albon again. He's not having a good race. We brought Vesti back into the mix. Now we just got to keep him there. Oh, a cheeky little look at the inside of Sainz there. Oh, excellent. Alonso locks up.
Okay, energy's good.
Copy.
And all of a sudden, maybe I'm on for 6th and 7th.
You can use energy.
Okay, copy.
When's that due? When's what due? I'm sorry if I missed a question somewhere. Oh, my upgrades, Baku. So we've got this race, which is almost done. Then we've got Monaco, and then our big update package, which is actually 3 upgrades in one, will be for Baku. It'll be a new underfloor, a new rear wing, and new side pods as well. Quite a comprehensive little package. Oh, excuse me. Well, both the Alpines are now out of the running for points, which is excellent because they're our biggest rival this season. I'm having a hell of a time with trying to keep Vesti in play, though. I think my best bet is to get Sainz with Drugovich and then back Sainz up.
Energy if you need it.
Copy.
We have low batteries.
Yeah, copy.
This is good, come on.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
Alright, let's kill the
Yeah,
pace
take
a
it
little
easy.
bit.
Yep, copy.
Try and give Vesti a chance to get into DRS range.
Energy's good.
Copy.
Hopefully Felipe can hold off sights. He's shown some really good defending skills this season so far.
We can push more.
Yep.
Yep,
7
holding them
laps
up. Excellent stuff. Perez has the lead. I missed that. I'm so engrossed in this little tussle here with Sainz. Didn't even notice. Perez has jumped Verstappen, although Verstappen is sticking with him. If Perez can break the DRS, he'll just drive off into the distance. So what I want to do is, with a few laps to go, like 2 or 3 laps to go, I want to try and sprint both my cars past Sainz and try and break away from him. We're going to go full attack. See if we can break the 1 second mark, and then we can use our cars to leapfrog each other a little bit and keep away from Sainz, and then try and secure 6th and 7th. I don't know if it's going to work. I hope it's going to work.
6 to go.
We are holding Sainz up again for another lap. Bottas 6 seconds behind, 6.5 seconds. He is closing in on us at the moment, but not quickly enough. And Vesti's battery is getting better and better, which is what we want to see. Leclerc's just too far out of reach. He's got too much pace. We couldn't catch him even when we tried. But we can break Sainz. We have done that a couple of times already. If I can do it at the right point. Like if Sainz were to jump me here at the start of this next lap, I can then try and jump him the next lap and sprint away from him, and then leave Freddie with a nice clean run on the back of Sainz to sprint him past him and sprint away as well. Try and get onto the back of Felipe again.
Five to go.
And once again, we are holding up Sainz. Bottas taking half a second out of us this lap. Vesti's battery almost fully charged. It's going to be tense, this. It's going to be a tense finish. Trying to be very strategic about this. I've got some fuel to play about with as well.
You can stop, lift and coast.
Let's start pushing Vesti up a little bit. I've got to be careful with Vesti's tyres. They're not as good as Sainz, as Felipe's. Right, so here we go. We're going to try and sprint away.
No saving required.
Yep.
Use energy.
Copy.
Oh, we almost broke the 1 second. Just in that final sector. And there we go. We've just about broken Sainz.
We just need to charge up.
Copy.
Sainz is going to be vulnerable now on the start-finish straight.
Got loads of energy.
Yeah, copy.
Use energy if you need.
Copy.
Be 3 to go.
That's it.
Alright, Vesti's through. Can he break away?
Looks like Aston Martin have just gained a race position.
We're good to push.
That's the wrong driver's tyres. I don't necessarily need to break the 1 second as long as I can get into Drogovic's DRS. That will give me the protection that I need. Let's slow Drogovic down a bit.
Save fuel, save fuel.
Copy.
I'm really pushing these tyres hard now. Oh, have we got the 1 second? It's close. I think we might just have broken the DRS.
2 to go.
Yes, we did. That rear wing is not open. We've got 2 laps left.
Drop back a bit.
Yeah, copy.
We've done it. We've broken sights.
Someone's run wide.
Some lift and coast will help that.
Okay, copy.
So, I think we've maximised our chances of points here today. Realistically, we shouldn't even have been able to stay ahead of sights, but we managed it. We've got 1 lap to go.
Last lap now.
We were never really in contention with the Red... Well, we were never ever going to be in contention with the Red Bulls. We were never really in contention with the Mercedes either. I thought for a brief moment we might be able to hang with Leclerc, but we just didn't have enough pace in the car. Again, the upgrades that are coming will fix that. Perez does take the win by less than a second from Verstappen. Meanwhile, we are coming home to a 1-2.
Perez has crossed the line first.
I say a 1-2. We're coming home to a 6th and 7th. 2 cars in the points. Both of them ahead of sights. So this is going to be
Yeah, copy.
5 more points for us in the Constructors' Championship. It's not a huge amount compared to how many points Alpine picked up last time, but it's, you know, vital points if we want to try and close that gap back down again. And there we go. 6th place for Drugovic, 7th place for Vesti, and 5 hard-fought, well-earned points. Good job, guys. Both drove very well. Mercedes are worrying you. Yeah, Mercedes is just going to get better and better as the season goes on. They signed Diego Tondi from Ferrari, and you can see that Ferrari are dropping away. They've got Jared Murphy, they're going to be good in the low-speed stuff, but Tondi's just good everywhere.
What an incredible outcome for Aston Martin's driver.
Head and shoulders the best aero guy in the game.
Aston Martin having an extremely good day at the track.
Yes, there's definitely cause for celebration here. This team can take anything that's thrown at them and come through even stronger.
The end this weekend in 5th place in the constructor standings.
For the next Grand Prix, make sure you join us at the renowned city circuit of Monaco. Prepare yourselves for one of the most legendary rounds of the season.
So, Sergio Perez takes the win, gaining 14 places. He started 15th and finishes in 1st with a fastest lap of 1:19.8, faster than either of our two drivers could manage, but only by a couple of tenths. Max takes 2nd, Lewis 3rd, Russell 4th, Leclerc 5th. Drogovic does gain 1 place, started 7th, finishes 6th. Vesti starting in 10th, climbs 3 places to finish 7th. A good run for him. Sainz dropping 3 places to bring up the last of the points paying positions. Bad race for Alonso, dropping 5 places. Ocon not really able to do much. His strategy didn't work for him at all. And that's the rest of the grid. If we take a look at the Drivers' Championship, Perez does close the gap by 2 points, but he's still 11 off Max. Leclerc falling further and further away. Both of the Mercedes drivers closing him down a little bit. Just 2 points between Hamilton and Leclerc now for 3rd place. Alonso going nowhere in 6th after a 0 points finish means that Felipe's just 1 point behind him now as we retake our position from Sainz, and we also jump Esteban Ocon, who again also failed to score. Vesti gets some more points, doubles his tally for the season, and jumps above Ricciardo, Bottas and Norris into 10th. In the Constructors' Championship, well, Red Bull, they've won 5 from 5 so far this season. They are absolutely dominating. Another 18 points for them. Good result for Mercedes with the 3rd and 4th. Sees them gain some good solid points over Ferrari. And I think that's the top 3 that you're going to see in that order for the rest of the season. Red Bull 1st, Mercedes 2nd, Ferrari 3rd. Alpine, no points for them. We gained 5 more points. We closed that gap back up to just 7 points now. Back in the hunt for 4th place. And then no points for anybody else. Points are going to be tough to come by for all teams this season, with just 8 places paying points. Both our drivers earn a new development points. We had exceptional racing for Freddie with 9 successful overtakes, 8 successful defences, and Felipe a bit busier, as you can see, 10 successful overtakes, 17 successful defences. We used him strategically to try and keep Freddie in the fight, and in the end it paid off beautifully, and we managed to get Vesti up into 7th as a result of that. Could we possibly have gained an extra position with Felipe if we just abandoned that? Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. But it's good for us to get a lot of battling in with our drivers, because that's a great way for them to earn extra experience with overtaking and defending. And obviously we need to try and boost Freddie as much as we can as well, so keeping him in contention for overtakes and defences is also a good thing. Past all of our sponsorship objectives, we took it a little bit conservative going into this Grand Prix, and we achieved all of those without too much trouble at all. So let's go and allocate those points out. We're going to work on Freddie's braking again, get him up to 75. When we get him up to 80, I'm going to work on his cornering. and then when I get that up to 80, we're going to switch our attention to his reactions. As for Felipe, we've already got his braking up to 80, so we're going to push the cornering up next, all the way up to 80, and we improve his rating up to 72 overall. Let's take a look at our staff. No points for our staff. Taking a look at our facilities, our team hub finishes its refurb in 3 days, boardroom in 7, and our CFD in 2.5 weeks. Our race sim is in pretty decent condition right now. Operationally, nothing here that we need to really worry about. The tour centre is about to break. We may as well go ahead and do an upgrade on that now. And of course, there's nothing we can actually upgrade in car development facilities for the rest of the season, but is there anything that is in need of a refurb soon? No, everything's in pretty good condition. So, let's take a look at our inbox. We exceeded the board's expectations again, always a good thing. A little breakdown, as always, in the race. We have 4 days till the next Grand Prix. Do I need to manufacture any parts in between? I don't think I do. Oh yes, I do. I need a new chassis, don't I? Because we kind of bent one a little bit. So let's go ahead and... even rushing, it's not going to get it in time. It's Monaco. If we hit the wall, we're likely to damage a chassis. So we're going to go ahead and emergency manufacture one. What about suspensions? Are we good on suspensions? Yes, we are. Underfloors, I'm not worried about doing a new underfloor to replace the one that got damaged, because new one's on the way after this Grand Prix. Don't need any extra side pods because they rarely ever get damaged. Same with front wings and rear wings, they're fine. So, let's advance time for the last couple of days. That's our team hub refurbed. Board has high confidence in our leadership. That's where our car sits, and oh yeah, look at that. Look at our speed. Our speed has dropped dramatically. And our engine cooling and brake cooling as well has dropped pretty significantly as well. Some big upgrades have been dropped by other teams for us to have dropped our speed that significantly. We do still have good cornering pace, which will help us here at Monaco. Speed could be nicer, but it's less important than the downforce at this circuit. So, yeah, we could be in for if we can get a decent quali and a decent start, we could be in for some decent points. We'll have to see how the weekend goes. But that's a big loss. So, yeah, can't wait for Baku when we get those new parts. And we can really see our car climb back up the rankings a little bit. Because that's a big drop in speed compared to the rest of the grid. Let's have a look and see how our rivals are doing. So Alpine, 7th fastest car, don't have a massive top speed advantage on us. Acceleration is about the same, even though the rating has dropped. The G-force is negligible difference. They do have a small DRS advantage over us, but not significant. We do have better cornering pace. The high-speed cornering isn't going to help us quite so much in this circuit, or the next one for that matter. You know, it's kind of more about the low and medium speed. There are a couple of high-speed corners at Monaco, but not many, and there's one high-speed corner at Baku. So, yeah, that's not ideal. Let's see what our speed deficit is to Red Bull, just for shits and giggles. It's significant. It's 0.8 kilometers per hour. It doesn't sound like a lot, but in Formula 1 terms, that is, well, at least in terms of in-game terms, that is significant. Very significant. Yeah, that's a mighty car. Look at it, first in almost every category. The only thing they're not topping is braking and brake cooling and engine cooling. That car is mighty, absolutely mighty. Let's compare Ferrari with Mercedes, because Mercedes have been on a bit of a climb. They don't have the straight line speed of the Ferrari, but they do have better aero. Their DRS definitely needs some work, but that will improve as the season goes on. They've got very good engine cooling as well, so we might see them sacrifice a little bit of engine cooling performance on a future upgrade for a bit more aero performance. We'll have to see. But pretty closely balanced between those two teams in the grand scheme of things. The only real significant difference between the two of them is the DRS. If we go back to ourselves, we've had a quick look at Alpine. Where are we? We're down the bottom. Who else have we been battling with? We've been battling with Alfa Romeo. They've got a faster car in a straight line than us, but we do have a pretty significant advantage in terms of cornering downforce. So we should be comfortable in staying ahead of the Alfa Romeos, as we have been in the last couple of races. And there isn't really anybody else that's been threatening us. The McLarens have kind of dropped away a bit. Let's see what they're up to. Not a lot. Their car is distinctly average right now. So yeah, it's between us and Alpine, I think, for fourth. I can't see anyone else getting involved in that fight, and we should be able to outdevelop them. It's just a question of whether our drivers will be able to perform to the same level. And that is the big question. So there we go, we're all set for Monaco. That will be next week. Tomorrow we'll be back with another Williams race, again at the usual 9 PM start time, our new usual 9 PM start time. And then Monday again, another Williams race. We were at Austria last time, so we have got Paul Ricard coming up tomorrow night, which is our engine manufacturer's home race and Pierre Gasly's home race as well. So we'll see if we can do well at Paul Ricard, as we have been elsewhere on the grid this season. And then it'll be the Hungary Grand Prix and the mid-season break on Monday. And then when we return with Aston Martin on Tuesday, we'll be heading to Monaco, and then getting a set of nice, big, shiny upgrades for our car. So, looking forward to that. That's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more F1 Manager very soon.